Hi, I'm Jacob Pranger, and I'm here to talk to you about Stock Track Part 2. Now, it is November 28th, 2017, and it's a beautiful Tuesday. I'm here to talk to you about Netflix. So back on the Part 1 of this assignment, I invested my $1,000 into Netflix. Netflix goes by the ticker symbol NFLX. Now, with that, I bought 5.47 shares of Netflix at $182.77. So back then, that was a pretty good price. Netflix, at that time, back in 1 year from then, it was trading at about $99. Now, that's a very good increase. At the high of this year, Netflix traded at $189 back on July 26th. That's pretty close to the high, but you're still saving a few dollars by purchasing it back in September instead of July. Now, Netflix was doing pretty well at the time. They were kind of concerned with the globalization of the company. So Netflix at the time was going after making one of their premiere series, House of Cards, in Australia. They were going to have an Australian version, and I think maybe a Switzerland version too. And with that, they were going to try to get more consumers from different parts of the globe to subscribe to their service. Netflix is a TV and movie subscription service where you pay a small fee of around $10 and you get access to their whole database of movies and TV shows. Big name consumer or producers like Disney is involved with this, and then Netflix makes their own in-house shows, including like what I talked about with House of Cards. So everybody was predicting that, Netflix is actually going to increase at that time because they're globalizing, more consumers, more money. That's as simple as that. So purchasing the Netflix at $182, in my opinion, was a good, sound decision. I had 5.47 shares. Now, I know you can't buy 0.47 of a share, but for this, small $1,000, I wanted my numbers to be as accurate as possible, so I kind of rounded a little bit. Now, this was a good deal at this time, so I'm glad I was able to purchase it on the day that I just did the assignment. And since then, Netflix has actually gone up considerably well. It's at $199.18 as of closing time on November 28th. It's about 4 o'clock when it closed, and that's the price. So I was able to make, selling my shares, $1,089 and 77 cents. No, 51 cents. My bad. I was thinking the other cents. Now, that's a profit of $89.51. And, if I hadn't traded in the stock market before, I would think that's pretty good, and I'd be impressed with their performance. But if you were to include brokerage fees, or if you're a day trader and your trading fees, any type of your fees, taxes, all that good stuff, it's really not that good. I mean, a couple months, yeah, but Netflix is a stock that you want to hold on to for years and years to come, maybe 2, 3, no less than a year. Because it is a safe stock, you know that it's going to gain, but it's not going to do it very quickly. This is something that you are planning for retirement, or you want to save for down payment of a house. This is not a short-term goal. This is more intermediate. Now, with this being said, if anybody were to ask me, hey, Jacob, do you recommend the stock? It depends. Now, like I said, if it's short-term, no, I don't. Netflix has 2 things on their radar right now. Netflix's House of Cards series actually had one of their star actors in a sex scandal, which is not good, because this is part of the reason why they have some of their subscribers, their clients, that they watch this maybe just for the House of Cards. Well, if it stopped because of Kevin Spacey, well, what if it stopped forever? Then they're going to lose those clients, and investors are not going to be happy with this. That means, they're going to try to stop their losses, sell it, get out of there. And that makes sense. So I'm predicting that Netflix in the short term is actually going to drop for a while just because of that reason alone, and they already have another reason. They are actually trying to improve their technology a little bit and provide better security for their consumers. Well, with this, they're going to charge the consumers more. Netflix is about $10 a month right now, and that's pretty cheap. I mean, $120 a year to watch almost whatever movie you feel like watching is a good deal. But they want to just bump it up $1 a month. So $12 more a year, $132 a year. Being a Netflix subscriber myself, that's not going to change anything for me. I mean, for the majority. But it depends on how much you use Netflix, how much that $12 is going to affect you, and what time of year are they placing this new change on. The change doesn't come until December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, which a lot of people celebrate in the United States, which is one of their biggest clienteholders. In these months, Black Friday just happened, all of this stuff, consumers are spending more of their money. They are spending more of their money than any other time of the year, and at December 24th, they've pretty much spent all their money. If they haven't gotten all their gifts by then, they're in trouble. So this is going to cause a problem for Netflix, for those poor clientele that, $12 more a year, do I really need this? $12 is $12, but $132 a year just so I can watch Netflix. Is it worth it? That's where it gets kind of sketchy. Let's say consumers decide, I don't need this anymore. I don't need to spend, $132 a year to watch Disney movies and watch House of Cards. I'm going to get rid of it, and that's what scares investors. This stock is going to decrease in the next, I would say, 5 days. If it's not decreased in 5 days, I'll be very shocked. So short term, no. Do not buy Netflix stocks at short term. Long term, on the other hand, Netflix has always shown that they're very trustworthy. Now, like I said, back when I first started doing the stock track assignment, they started off a year before that at $99. Now, if you take $99 a share, and you're like, oh yeah, you know what, that's great. I bought it for $182 to start the assignment. That's a crazy increase. What if it's, I go and buy it next year and it's $299 because now it's $199. $299, another $100 per share. I mean, that's something. Let's say they continued that increase. That's something unprecedented. Like, they're going to get higher than Google and Apple, and I mean, yes, they're going to stop eventually, and this growth is not going to be forever. But long term, this stock is where you need to be. Now, the only thing I would worry about is YouTube. YouTube is coming after Netflix pretty fast, I would say. YouTube is a streaming service for anybody can post to. You can post, a video about your cat I could post this video right here on YouTube. YouTube just launched YouTube TV. Now, Netflix, it has its sector pretty well dominated right now, but YouTube, who has Google backing it, is going to be a threat. If they can provide live television, they can provide all these services that they already do with independent people posting, making funny videos, entertaining information. You can learn, let's say you have problems doing your math homework, you can go on YouTube and you can find help doing your math homework. The company that I would try to invest in right now would be Google, because Google is going to take over Netflix's range with its already wide variety. I mean, there's people on YouTube that have millions and millions and millions of subscribers, and that's just one person. They watch every single one of that person's video. If YouTube were to add movies and television and everything else to it, they're going to dominate the segment. And Netflix is not going to get shut out because Netflix is still a big company. It has money, but the subscriber base is going to dwindle and investors are going to be cautious, and it's going to settle back down, I would figure, around the $150 range. Now, that's just my speculation. I don't know if that's true. If YouTube succeeds with their YouTube TV, I would not invest in a Netflix for long term, but I would invest if YouTube does not succeed. Overall, Netflix was a good stock to buy because it wasn't very risky. With the amount of money I had, I would have definitely, been more appreciative of the gains that I got if it was a long-term capital gain, so the taxes or the broker fees would go down, or if the amount of money was higher so that I could cover those fees with the more amount of profit that I made. So overall, this was a fun assignment for me. I wish it was taken a little more serious with more money or more information, and it wasn't just a 10-minute video. It was more of a presentation to the class. But thank you, and I'm glad you watched this assignment. So thank you. Have a nice day.